हरिः ओम् शं नो मित्रस्यं वरुणः शं नो भवत्वर्यमा शं न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Now from this second level 19th not lesson is in the second level 19th chapter, whatever you call, we are now going to start the Zodiac meditation, and from the coming 2 or 3 or 4 lectures we are dealing with the meditations. They are very powerful meditations, and most of you from the European circles, and you might have known these meditations before, or otherwise try to understand these meditations and try to do these meditations whenever you find time. So from now on we are going to explain a lot of meditations, and don't feel that you have to do all the meditations. Take up one meditation which is very important and which is suitable to you and which is comfortable to you, and then do that meditation for some time, 1 or 2 months, and then go to the next meditation. Don't think you have to do all these meditations every day and you will be in stress and you will stop everything afterwards. Don't try that. Try, do the prayer regularly, that's number 1. Do the pranayama regularly, the regular pranayama what Master explained, number 2. Do the 12 signs meditation with the sunlight and pranayama and Om. That is more than enough. For pranayama and Om, chanting Om, that is more than enough. Visualize the 12 signs and breathe the sunlight and do the chanting 12 times. That is more than enough. And after that, when you are going to learn about so many meditations, and if you do the first part what I explained in the morning, take up one meditation in the evening before going to bed. Just one meditation, whatever the meditation you like. And then you do it for 10 or 15 minutes and leave it. And don't feel that you have to do all the meditations, it is a must, and don't do like that. Okay. Now I am going to the Zodiac meditation. You meditate upon each symbol on the given part of your body for each month for 1 year. This is the first step of the occultism of the Zodiac. So already I explained to you, and follow that same thing. For example, the sun enters the sign Aries. Here Master explains in a different way. But since we came a long way in this course, and I don't think you have to follow this. Already we are included this process in our meditation, but I will explain to you, and then I will leave it to you. You meditate upon each symbol on the given part of your body for each month for 1 year. This is the first step of the occultism of the Zodiac. For example, the sun enters the sign Aries on March 21st, and until April 20th he exists in the sign of Aries. Like this, he exists in each sign for 1 month, which you can very easily understand from an ordinary textbook of astrology, and begin your occult practice on March 21st on one of the 4 cardinal timings of the day. That is either at the time of sunrise or midday or sunset or 0 time, that is midnight. You take any one of these 4 timings and meditate upon the sign of Aries in your head with 2 of your eyebrows and the vertical lines as your nose. Practice this for a month. Here what Master is explaining to the students in the beginning days, what they have to do, they have to start this meditation from March 21st. Suppose if you wanted to live a life, a total year, like a ritual, we have to start this from March 21st. So he is explaining to the students in the beginning days. So on the March 21st, what he has to do the meditation of the Aries for the entire month, because from March 21st from March 21st to April 21st, Aries will be in the sun will be in the Aries. So in that particular month for 30 days, either at the time of the sunrise or meridian or sunset, whatever it may be, we can take the comfortable time, and then we have to continue at the time only every day. That is always better. If you want to practice any meditation or chanting of the Om or any mantra, always it is better to select a time and a place which is convenient to you, and if you practice at the same time, at the same place, and always it gives very good results. And if possible, that within the brackets, if possible, and don't feel any stress about it, because it is a procedure what we follow in India as far as possible. Suppose if you go to other place, the place will be changed, but we will try to maintain the time, even other place also, right? So suppose if we go to some other country, then what to do? India 6 o'clock is different from that 6 o'clock. Then what to do? Then you select a time there which is comfortable to you, and in the other countries it is not possible to stay at one place for a foreigner for a long time. Then he has to stick up to the time in that particular country, and when he stepped into that country, and he has to decide which time is comfortable to him or to her, and then fix up a time, and then at that time if you practice, it gives a very beautiful result if you maintain the time and the place as far as possible. Okay, then start with the March 21st, sun in Aries. So visualize the Aries symbol for 1 month. Again the next month when sun enters Taurus, then come to your next sign Taurus at your neck, the round of the neck. Visualize the Taurus symbol at that particular part for 1 month. Like that you have to complete the 12 signs and symbols in 12 months in the beginning days. That is what Master explained here. Already we started this meditation long back, and we are doing the 12 signs simultaneously every day. We are doing the meditation of the 12 signs. That's it. You need not go back again to this thing. But we can do one thing. So after completing the 12 signs at that particular parts, suppose now we are in Taurus, right? We are in the sun is in the Taurus. So what we can include this step, if we want to include this step also, what we have to do after completing the 12 signs meditation, and then come to your neck region where Taurus is there, and then stay there with the Taurus part just a few seconds more, because Taurus, the sun is in the Taurus, that's why stay there. When sun enters Gemini, for example, after completing the 12 signs meditation, stay there at that particular part of Gemini few seconds more, that's it. Or even otherwise, when you are meditating 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, when you come to that particular part where the sun is there in that particular month, stay there. Remember that sun is there at that particular. This is very important. Remember that sun is there in that particular sign, and stay there for few seconds more, or do the chanting. For example, for every sign you are chanting Om 1 time. At that particular part, you chant Om 3 times. When you are doing the breathings 3 times in all the 12 parts, for example, here do the breathings 5 times. Why? Because sun is there at that particular sign in that particular month. That's why you have to energize a little bit more, because to take the advantage of the sun at that particular sign. You can also do like that. Like this we can when we are doing meditations, and we know by ourselves how to include 1 and 2 and 3, something like that, in a simple way. We know by ourselves, and we are practicing daily. Right. You take any one of these 4 timings and meditate upon the sign of Aries in your head with 2 of your eyebrows and the vertical line as your nose. Practice this for 1 month. That's over. The movements when the sun enters Taurus, from that day onwards you meditate upon the sign of Taurus with the lower portion of the circle as your chin and the other parts of your face. I explained already. The third month, from May 21st to June 20th, you have to meditate upon your vocal cords and the bronchus and the hands, the sign of Gemini. The next month, that is from June 22nd, for 1 month, meditate upon your chest and the respiration, the sign of Cancer. So, like this, you take 1 full year and meditate upon the 12 signs during the 12 months. When there is the process of expansion taking place in you, one of the 3 layers of the egg shell will be broken. When there is the process of expansion taking place in you, definitely the expansion will take place in us. You will understand by yourself when somebody is doing any meditation, not only zodiacal meditation, not only one pranayama. When somebody is practicing yoga regularly, that is especially doing the pranayama, and for a particular time, you don't do all the pranayamas and you just take up one pranayama, 2 pranayamas, practice 5 or 10 minutes every day. You practice it for 40 days or 3 months, something like that. And don't mix everything. If you mix everything, nothing will work in a proper way. You understand? It is very important in the practice of yoga. Right? And chanting of Om, for example, if you want to chant the Om for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, sit very calm and chant the Om. Forget about the results of that and enjoy the vibration of the Om inside and outside. If we practice anything regularly and continuously with all the focus on that particular mantra or the chanting or pranayama or the prayer or the meditation, definitely expansion will take place in our consciousness. We understand by it. The first indication of expansion of the consciousness in ourselves is we will become much more peaceful and peaceful. We will become much more calm and calm. We will become much more energetic, peaceful, calm, happy, joy. Don't think all the problems will be gone and we will become so happy. It will not be like that any time in our life. Like this, like the light and the shadow, like the day and the night, the happiness and unhappiness, and sometimes things will be in a very harmonious way, sometimes things will be in a disturbed way and our mind will be affected. But we have to cross this duality and try to live with one light and love and try to be calm as far as possible and try to solve the problems with a positive mindset and a constructive and creative mind, not with a disturbed mind. This thing we have to follow in our life. Or take the help of the friends or the parents or the guru to find out a solution for the problem. All the time when there is a problem, we have to find the solution. We have to try to find a solution for it, not to worry about it and not to stress ourselves with the problem. This is the golden rule in the spiritual life, to live a happy and joyful life. Okay, when this consciousness takes place, the 3 layers of the egg shell will be broken. One of the 3 layers of the egg shell will be broken. Unless the egg shell is broken, we will not be free from the bondage, from the karmic bondages. This is the true only for those who practice what we said yesterday. He is mentioning about yesterday's meditation. The zodiac meditation is intended only for those students. Those students mean those students who are serious about it, we are very sincere about it, we are practicing daily and who are trying to understand the astrology in a practical way. Okay, so for those students only the zodiac meditations will work very well. So without knowing anything about the zodiac and the purpose of astrology and purpose of spiritual astrology and purpose of the sun meditation or zodiacal meditation, somebody wanted to try this also as a special meditation, it won't work. This is what Master is explaining very clearly, because other meditations are different, zodiacal meditations are different. We are directly dealing with the planets and the signs which are there in the solar system, and we are trying to establish a correspondence, a link between the solar system and with our body, with ourselves. So it won't work with everybody. We have to know the science of it and the purpose of it. Others may also derive a little bit of benefit but not the intense intended effects. If others also do the meditation, they will also derive a little bit of benefit but not like the students of astrology. So others also can practice them for some betterment in their health and mental outlook, but unless one practices occultism in a full-fledged way, the complexes will not be broken at all because they are self-made, not made by others. So unless you practice an occult way of life, what is occultism? Master explained occultism in the lecture of occultism and Zodiac. In the first part, he explained about the meaning of occultism. This is a way of life, way of practice, living with a discipline, all those things he explained. So whatever we learn, whatever we get in the meditation, whatever we learn from the books or from the masters, we have to bring them into the practice in our day-to-day life. To be free from the complexes and to free from the bondage, karmic bondages, and to free our mind from its limitations. That is the purpose of occult way of living. So for them who are practicing the occult way of the occult living in their daily life, then only these practices works very well. This is one of the very nice explanation given by the master in the lecture Zodiac meditations. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, let us go to the next level of meditations. 5-pointed star meditation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 meditations master explained in a very beautiful way. Already you read the lessons already, and some of you I am sure are doing the meditations if I am right. Anyhow, I will explain to you about these meditations, and these are the meditations generally in Europe. So many people they follow these meditations, and I will try to explain in a simple way from tomorrow about these 5-pointed star meditations, 5 sets. So just try to practice this in a comfortable way. So let us meet tomorrow again.